My name is Erem Latif. I am the CEO and founder of Engagement Lab, which is a business energetics advisory company. When you think about most of the executives out there in this space, they are focused on competition, they're focused on this outer drive, but no one talks about the inner intelligence that we all have. So that's identity work, that's having a regulated nervous system, that's really building the space within oneself to be that inner leader first, so that you are not reacting to life, you are actually leading from that place and that inner space and that inner wisdom and inner intelligence. And that all comes from working on identity and nervous system regulation. We get all of these programming, right, from the outside, from young ages, and we absorb it all and we internalize it and we believe whatever we're told. So inner architecture is rebuilding all of that scaffolding by using your own inner guidance, your intuition, your intelligence, and fostering that first, so that whatever you take outside then has that impact and you can be that person that you want to be. I think it's the divine feminine, right? So all of these goddesses were such leaders in their own time. So Isis is that epitome of divine feminine intelligence and power and strength. And Sekhmet was fierce and just mighty warrior, right? And then you got Hathor, who is just filled with love and light and loves music and to dance. I mean, you want to talk about the perfect trifecta of divine femininity. And they represent that. And they all live within all of us. And I think once you let them in and let that and cultivate that divine feminine, then you get to radiate that energy outward. We as women have absorbed everything we've been told from a young age, right? How to be in the corporate space. We play like the men play, right? We're told to compete. We're told that there's only room for a few of us at the top. We are told that we can only get so far. Everyone talks about a glass ceiling. So my whole concept is screw the glass ceiling, build your own damn room so that look around. Like we have at our fingertips, we have access to such power, intelligence, intuition. And if we foster that, if we cultivate that, instead of looking to men for guidance in the corporate world, if we were all individual women and cultivating our own inner leadership, our intelligence, our divine wisdom, can you imagine the force that we would be across this world? We would be all the leaders across any and all industry. We would light up rooms with our intelligence, with our power, and with our grace. And tell me that's not what the world needs right now. I spent 20 plus years first coaching patients and helping them get to their kind of level of healthcare that they wanted, and then started seeing in the corporate world the disconnect with all of these women that were my mentors. And there was such a disconnect in who they represented to me and then how they represented themselves outside in the boardroom, in front of groups of men and women. And they all started trying to play the game according to the male way, right? So very much competition. The mindset was just off. And there was no inner leadership there. And I saw a gap, and I still see this gap. I have a young daughter, she's 25, and her entire generation is so anti who we are because of what they've seen growing up. And this is our opportunity, right? To do it differently, to show them that we can be the leaders that we know ourselves to be. And so that's what I want to create and cultivate is a whole different environment for corporate executives. I think that after 40, you get this lens. I'm going to stop looking outside of myself. I am going to look internal. I am going to really have an impact in a way that resonates with me as an individual. And for me, that meant unplugging from titles and everything we were taught, right? Corporate standards, and building something different, building something new. When you take a pause and look around us right now, the world is in such turmoil because we've been doing things the way they've always been done. And now's the time. Now's the time for all of us who are over this age, to really dig deep and bring something new, build something new. And for me, that's really cultivating this idea about inner leadership, nervous system regulation, identity work, and really fostering change, leveraging coherence and resonance and female inner intelligence. And that is what I am here to build, is a whole movement around that. I honestly believe that if we can all work to empower women, then empowering women will empower the world, and we will start seeing true change and a different reality around us.